Spins and wins. Murray 42 points, none prettier than this pirouette. Murray carried the Nuggets to a W. It's no trouble, you know he's number one in your NBA.com top
by
5.
Markieff Morris. Bounce, nearly stolen by JR. Now JR does take it away. Markieff, LeBron, here he goes. 1, 2, reverse, score!
On James running downhill. Mishandled by Carmelo. Here comes LeBron. Look out.
Finney-Smith to inbound. Back to Doncic. Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
Let's go! Luka Doncic!
3.7 seconds was.
It's the shot he works on time and time again. Rhythm, step back three. That's in his resume. What a performance by Luka and the Mavs.
Nikola turns it over, and with nobody hustling back, Donovan is free to attack the rack. Mitchell put the Jazz up by a dirty 30 and lands at number one on the NBA.com. Come on.
He played 41 of the 48 minutes. Leonard gets inside, turnaround jumper's good. Another 30-point game. Paul George to the basket, lays it up and in. Just his third field goal. He was just 2 for 12. But Dallas back up by 1. Lou Williams quickly counted and one.
When you talk about the all-time greats in the history of this game that's come off the bench, you have to talk about Lou Williams. I like this matchup about Luka. Could use that strength.
Spins on Jackson, layup, it's good. 40-point triple-double, and the Mavericks are up 2.
They don't. Great spin, dribble, and too much of a gap right there. Paul George has got to be more active on that spin.
So 19 seconds to go.
5, CJ McCollum, fancy dribble. Step back. How'd you like that? Right over Morant. Beautiful. With the handles and the shot for McCollum.
At number 5, the Clippers now have a battleship that's hunting a championship. Kawhi on the fly for the South.
What rookie? John Morant, brilliant. Attacks the rim for the slam. He had 35, a career high in the biggest game.
Like John Elway or Peyton Manning or even Drew Lock nowadays, the Denver Broncos. No, this is the Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic, the long outlet pass to Jeremy Grant for the
Dame. Valanciunas, welcome to a poster. Portland, welcome to the next step in the bubble.
And Al Horford gets put in the blender by Kemba. This matchup looking mooey mow for Big Al as he gets turned around and Kemba gets in the countdown.
3. Kristaps Porzingis bringing Kawhi Leonard to his knees. Oh, don't do that to Kawhi. That looks like a wet spot right there. Porzingis.
Great performance and inspired by Nurkic. Condolences to the family, number 3. Little MJ ball fake to find Valanciunas. Even might have surprised him how good a pass it was. Look at this. Fumble, but recover. Puts it in.
Number 2 in Landry Shamet, showing he can hang with Urang. Going up on Boban, and the Landry is dirty as he's flying along the baseline. And Fred Van Vliet from 55 feet never looked so sweet. Launching this one from Space Mountain and pouring it in like a soda fountain. That gets him in at number 4.
His basketball IQ almost as bright as his shoes. The little zip pass to Rudy Gobert. May have gotten away with a little travel right there, but never mind. Now we're doing his Nikola Jokic impersonation and doing it just a tad better. He had a defender right in his face right there, and then look at this, just past the outstretched arms of Joe Harris as Pascal Siakam showing some size. Maybe that's what it made it look so good. How about at number 6, Jordan Clarkson stumbling, fumbling, bumbling, stepping back, making it look like it was all part of the act. Looking a bit more graceful at number 4. Coming up on the other end, Joel Embiid indeed. Number 7, Al Horford, Joel Embiid. That is funky. as he is going off the OG Anunoby. Yeah, you know me. Look at him rebound, spin, and flush with authority right there. And a little hang on there for safety at number 2. As he gets, who cares that he had 57 points? He had that as well. Jeremy Grant, no you can't. A double clutch for Donovan Mitchell to throw one down as Spida catches somebody.
Blocks don't always work though. Tony Bradley, he gets blocked and is fouled, but still finishes the dunk. 28 points in game 2 against Philly. Safe to say, 76ers did not play good defense, but Norvell Peel reached his breaking point. Tells Romeo Lang.
And his hair driving to the basket and throwing one down on Serge Ibaka. Literally throwing that one.
The Claw takes Dorian Finney-Smith on a ride to the rack. Unicorn jumps out of his uniform. Kristaps Porzingis, ejected in game 1, came out for revenge.
And then the Rockets shine the light on him. Fancy behind the back, the bearded one. Between 2 defenders, the Uncle Jeff.
Senses are tingling. Donovan Mitchell, the 360 no-look dime. Take a closer look. Up in the air, nowhere to go. Still finds his man to knock. The Fro tells OG no. Jared Allen stopping OG Anunoby at the rim. Power puts the smackdown on the Joker. Lots of defense in tonight's countdown, but this the best defensive play. A good pass, and then the finale of it all. An emphatic, fantastic gymnastics, courtesy of Jaylen Brown. The hardest hitting guard in the league, though. So much determination, though. Rodion Kurucs poses for his poster. Legend has just begun. Jason Tatum becomes the youngest player to hit 8 3-pointers in a single game in playoff history. A logo bank shot, the craziest.
Chases James Harden. He goes behind his back to a 3-point marksman. The Mean Green Machine doing his thing from behind the arc. That's Jeff Green. Number 10, Victor Oladipo. Sharon to Aaron as Holiday makes the tray for the number 10 play. Number 7, Jimmy Butler getting smacked on his drive to the rack, but somehow his shot stayed right on track. A little and one fun for Jimmy. He's back in. Duncan Robinson realizes he's going to get his shot blocked, so he dishes the rock so Jimmy can beat the shot clock. Look at Jimmy rise and shine just before the buzzer, and that one goes down. House gets free from Gallinari, and with no help, he's on a rim spree. Somebody's got to stop that driver. It's Austin Boston as Rivers flows downstream and gets flat up. Gold's 1-2 punch delivering the crunch. Anthony Davis tosses it up, and LeBron
Big man can't be stopped. Steven Adams with handles and hops. The big Kiwi uses the bounce.
It's scary on Gary. The MVP's more flammable than gas on a fire as the Greek freak keeps on flying higher to land at number 1 on the NBA.com. That's Wes Iwundu coming through, but Pat Connaughton got him using the vertical.
CP3's mid-range game, his elbow. The point guard blocks the shot where it hurts. Cam ready to feast with dessert and driving. AD puts up the stop sign. Davis leaves Lillard feeling freak on Saturday. He splits the defenders, and you know what happens next. Giannis offensive end. Davis dominates, won't be denied. Leaves the Blazers behind him on all sides. The Lakers
tons of fun. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Sumner had 7. Attacking the rim with 2 hands. Catching the lob. Devon Hall, fancy with it. The cutting. Andre Roberson.
Enjoying the bubble more than TJ Warren. The Indiana Pacer is trouble anytime he thinks about scoring. Tony Bucket's the tough 2. Contavious Caldwell-Pope. KCP elevates and delivers on time. AD wants his time. CP3 falling out of bounds in OT with the shot clock winding down. The Thunder pull out the Game 3 W.
Terrence, throw it up, go get it. 1 assist short of a triple-double. Amir Coffey through. Derrick Jones Jr. Yes, in the base.
LeBron looking for more, winds it all the way down. At the buzzer, got another one! Bron from downtown. Lakers put up 80. Time now to check in with the Access Sportsnet studio. It is the Jack in the Box.
It's Kawhi. Maxi Kleber just steps aside. It's a lot better than right in your eye.
Almost the intensity level, body language.
Oh, no.
Pull up. LeBron!
No.
He's got it from deep.
No. Don't do that, LeBron. From there, too. What a shot by LeBron.
The first good. The Nuggets big man 8 for 8 in the first quarter alone and capped it off with the buzzer beater. You know this. Skies and slams, but there can be only one.
At 8, this one didn't change the outcome, but let's have some fun. It's Daniel House giving it a whirl from SeaWorld, and this one, the Blazers. On to number 4, and we check out the best 6 man on the floor. Dennis Schroeder, thinking he's a shooter, and why not watch him drop this shot? And look at the confidence, just walking away like he's on to number 7. Wesley Matthews with a buzzer beater from not as far away, but this was a more important play. The Bucks win, and this one gets in. Time for an MVP rim spree. Giannis getting straight sick on Nikola Vucevic, using the Euro for the one-handed hammer throw to land at number 1 on the NBA number 9, and apparently Dragic has found his niche at the top of our list. Behind his back to Bam Adebayo coming through. That one good. Kurucs has got a screw loose if he thinks he's going up on Terrence, because Davis don't play this. A huge Williams on the drive, and the last time an LA team had a guy with this much magic, his name was Johnson, and there's just no explaining how Lou got this to drop in. Norman Powell with the urge to merge into the lane, and Serge sets him up so he can deliver. To 8, Daniel Tice better think twice, because Joel Embiid didn't treat this shot nice. Philly got swept aside. Norman Powell sizes up Jarrett and says, I don't want to share it. Stormin', Norman, soaring and scoring. That's in at number 3 for the Toronto Raptors. Number 4, where Lugan's Dort comes up a little short. No cookie for the rookie as Robert Covington gets the side. OKC going for 3, but James Harden gets nothing but pumpkin on this potential season-saving block. Dort had himself a night, but he never saw the beard in flight, as that swat's cleaner than a Disney movie, landing James Harden.
Drives to his left and just keeps closing in on the rim until he throws it down. A low-key slam, but a big-time move from Giannis. 3. Speed through the lane still instills fear. King finishes with the left.
Kawhi, who hit plenty of those, but here he goes inside for the flush. One-handed of his own with the stuff. Kawhi huge to close out the series and move the Clippers on to the next. He did miss. He had 25 in the first half, 9 of 13 shooting. That one, the dribble drive. And then how about also the dribble to set up the easy play inside? And then why don't we just set something up?
Utah out on the move, and Jordan Clarkson finishing with some groove over the Raptors. Michael Porter Jr. absorbing the contact. Look at this. He wanted more, too. He was going for the slam with his dad in the stand.
Eric Gordon, the corner, stopped literally and popped. Look at this at the buzzer. The virtual fans